God, this video's gonna be a mess. So, context. It's 3 a.m. I can't sleep. And I've become very depressed. Okay, that's kind of an overestimate, whatever. Basically, my childhood, VenturianTale. My childhood was made on VenturianTale in a way. And if you don't know who they are four siblings who had a YouTube channel. Jordan, Sierra, Isaac, and Bethany. Now, VenturianTale, Flying Pains, and I don't know if they have channels. Anyway, so they were my childhood for a bit, and if you don't know, there is a lot of drama now, and my childhood is breaking, and many others are breaking. And it's 3 a.m. I went down memory lane, and now I'm very depressed and feel like I can't even watch those videos anymore. So these are my thoughts on it, because I need something to do. So, little rundown. Basically, it's the normal story of religion getting in the way. Because the two girls, Bethany and Sierra, basically left and got abandoned by the family because they didn't have the same beliefs. And the siblings, the two brothers, basically ousted them because of this. And that broke me. And looking back, there is evidence for this. And considering that Jordan or VenturianTale's response, which is just, I need to clear my head, and I'll be gone for a while, it seems to be true. Now, I'm not going to say you should hate them or not, because it's clear that Jordan does regret this, at least somewhat, and I'm waiting for more of a, I guess, response, or what he plans to do next, before I decide if I'm going to completely write him off. But until then, I just can't get behind them. I can't watch their stuff, which is heartbreaking, because that was my childhood. My childhood is dead. God, first it was Popular Mo's and the Twitter drama, now it's this. Anyway, so, long story short, basically, it's the siblings versus siblings. Because on one hand you have the boys who grew up with this belief and are rolling with it, and the girls who grew up with it but decided not to, and the boys feel betrayed because they're doing its beliefs, and the girls feel betrayed because they got abandoned by their family. And I feel bad for the mom, because the mom seems to be, like, cares about all of them, obviously, and she just got put in the middle. I haven't seen anything from her about this, but I'm just assuming she got put in the middle of this. God, this is a mess. Like, I don't know what, this isn't scripted, I don't know what to say. I got bored, I'm tired, I can't sleep, and I got very depressed. You ever just get depressed for no reason, basically? Like, this is a situation, and I agree, it's bad. But I can't just agree and write them off. I can't believe I did that in the game. I can't just write them off and say, like, oh, they did this, they're horrible. Because we don't have all of the facts. We have a lot of facts, and they seem to be true based off reactions. But because of that, because I haven't heard both sides of the story, sorry, and because he seems to regret it, at least from this small message of, I've heard this, I don't want to say anything because I do care about it and all that. But considering that one of them just went, I'll only talk to you if you need me to mow your lawn or something, but we won't be friends anymore, I don't know what to do with this. Like, we don't know where this is going. We're going to have to wait and see, because this has been going on for a while now. VenturianTale has had a steady decline into basically irrelevancy. I can't pronounce that. But this steady decline, I noticed because I was still watching at the time. I stopped after a while, and I just now started seeing it again when this drama started. Because I just grew out of it, sadly. And I've always wondered this, like, why did they stop recording together so much? I just assumed they grew apart, because families do that. And I was always curious and wanted a more direct answer from them. now I wish I didn't, because, well, I admit it's better to know the truth. It sucks to have your childhood destroyed in like an instant. Because I was on my way to work and I saw a video of just like dot 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 from VenturianTale, just randomly. Haven't seen a video from them in like months or years. And it's something about Bethany saying something. I was like, oh god, what's happening? So I did some research on my break and all that. My god, it's horrible. Like, I'm going to just say this. I'm probably gonna put the link in the comments if I remember. Go watch Bethany's video, because it's the only kind of concrete source besides doing some digging on social media. But it's depressing because, like, childhood has been destroyed, I guess, is one way I can say it. Like, these are people I looked up to and idolized, basically. They're the reason I started YouTube. And to just see all of this destroyed in an instant because of religion and idolization and going with family beliefs. It's strange and depressing, I guess. That's the only real thing to say about it. I saw a video, it was the 20th Chance Meatballs thing where, well, the second one where the main villain is talking to, the inventor guy. And he was like, I idolized you, how could you do this? And they put VenturianTale's face over it, the villain guy, and I just started dying. Because I felt that way at first. I felt betrayed, obviously. Like, granted, this is not me at all. Like, this has nothing to do with me. This is them and all, but like, being a YouTuber, you present certain things, and you're open to hate and kind of idolization in a way. It's the duality of YouTube. And I did idolize these guys. They were like a just nice, fun family thing. They had fun with each other and just had fun playing games together. It was amazing. I mean, to just see all that taken away, I was crushed. I felt betrayed by someone I grew to admire. And granted, over the weeks and all that, the days, I have grown to calm down and see more of a gray side to it all. Well, this is unexcusable. Like, even if he comes back and things get better somehow and everyone apologizes and all that, even if, that doesn't make it right. He's still going to have to make up for it, and some people won't come back. I'm still undecided if I'm coming back. Because what they did is wrong. You don't just turn your back on someone like that. It doesn't matter on their beliefs or anything. And as far as I know, their belief was just don't hate people, which is a Christian belief that many don't share. Fun fact. Anyway, it was basically just don't hate people. At least I got. Because it was against all of the anti-LGBTQ and all that, and also the sexist stuff, which I understand as well. Just, he's gonna have to make up for it. They both are. There's going to have to be a big apology, and there's going to have to be actual effort put into it as well. I just don't know how they're gonna come back from this, honestly. I guess there's a silver lining. I guess, at least it seems like Sierra and Bethany are still being close and talking to each other. I don't know what to say. Like, honestly, I'm just talking to get my mind off crap. I think what's going to probably happen is he's going to make a video when he comes back eventually, because he's going to come back. The guy's made too much effort. It's been 8 years. He's done too much. He's put too much into it to just throw it all away. He's gonna do a Call Me Carson, which is basically he's gonna be gone for a while. He's gonna test the waters with social media, and he's gonna come back for the apology video. And then in that apology, it's gonna have to be a real good one. I don't know. Nothing is going to be the same. Like, they are never going to come back from this. There's always going to be that lingering thing. Just the shadow on the channel. I can't find the video, by the way. I looked. I checked it. The dot video has been gone. I can't find it myself. It's not. At least I couldn't find it while looking at the channel. I don't know. I applaud Bethany for making her video. It takes a lot of strength to do that, and like I said, this has nothing to do with me at all. I just wanted to say this because it was my childhood, and at 3 a.m. my messed up brain got bored in one way. Yeah, I don't know. This is more like a stream idea than a YouTube video idea, to be honest. I'm just talking to myself. The whole idea of it, like the whole thing, the whole situation is messed up. There was undertones of, well, things that were suggested but not fully said, and they were hinted at, that are very messed up. Like abuse type situations. And if that was going on for real, like bad, then there is no excuse, like, at all. And I understand, like, beliefs from childhood, they run deep. And it's hard to turn your back on that. But I don't see how you can look your sibling in the eye, knowing about this, and going, no, we don't care. Or, you're supposed to be okay with this. How? I couldn't do that. And I grew up that way. Well, not so bad, but still. I don't see how that could be a thing. It just feels messed up. It feels underhanded. God, this video's a mess. I'm probably going to end it off soon. Like I said, don't hate on them right away. That's the main thing. Wait for a video from VenturianTale or a video from Bethany explaining more, or hopefully the best bet is a video from one of them saying it got better. That's the best bet, and it's not gonna happen. At least not this soon. Odds are, he's either in isolation, he's maybe talking to family, or close friends, etc. Or, best bet, he's trying to get in touch with them. Which, honestly, is kind of doubtful. I want to say the best bet right now, what he's doing, well, besides sleeping, probably, because it's US, best bet, he's probably isolating himself. Getting his mind clear by himself. That's the best bet he's probably doing. What his plans are, God knows. God knows what his plans are. I'm going off the two. I know there's two more, but I don't know enough about about their beliefs on this, because Sierra never made a video. She just kind of left, and I didn't realize. Like, no one really thought about it. Because we all noticed she left, but none of us knew the extent until just now. I just assumed they grew apart, and even Bethany thought that was like an argument or something, or something different. But, no, they just outright ghosted her. Both of them. The best bet right now, at least between Bethany and Jordan, which is also two video makers right now, at least I've seen. Jordan's probably trying to clear his head and figure out his next move, because he's going to test the waters with social media. So if you want to see what's next, check social media often, because that's what he's going to do. He's going to test the waters with that to see if it's safe to come back whenever he decides it's okay. And then after he does that, if he sees it's okay, he will then make a video Obviously, because most people don't follow him on social media. It's just videos. Bethany is just chilling. Like, she's just trying to be better. She went through some stuff. She's trying to be okay. And odds are, she's just going to wait and see if things get better. If not, she's just going to keep going. She doesn't really need them. She's doing okay by herself. She has friends. She has her sister. She doesn't really need all of that. Of course, best scenario, they do become close again, or at least as close as you can get in that situation. But she doesn't really need it. If she was okay with saying, cause she knew, cause she asked him like if she said that would they leave her. She knew, so like if she was like semi okay with it, well not okay, but like she knew it was gonna happen. She can get past it. She's strong. But I don't know. It depends how stubborn Jordan is and Isaac. I'm not even gonna try and think of what the family's doing. They obviously probably don't care. Just from what I've heard, they don't care. The only one that might care is the mom. And she seems super sweet. I don't know. I'm just rambling. That's all this is. I'm gonna get comments on this video if I do. It's just be like, God, this is awful. You're just rambling. It's like, yep, 3 a.m. rambling. That's what it is. I'm gonna title this 3 a.m. rambling. My thoughts on VenturianTale. I don't know. I love those videos. I love them. They made me laugh and a really hard time. It was just sad to see this turn out. Like, it feels like every childhood YouTuber is just going down. Like, Puppy Rose had that Twitter drama. He went to jail. Did you know that? He went to jail on charges of abuse. He went to jail. There's actual mugshot. That surprised me. And now there's this drama. I'm just waiting for the Dan TDM drama to come out, or the... See, what else is there? I don't know. I don't know. I was about to say Husky Mike Tips because he was also my childhood, but he already had. But they already had all that a long time ago. Like they had disbanded the whole group of them. I swear, it's just downhill for every childhood YouTuber, and that's sad. I wasn't there for the Poppy Mo's kind of going downhill thing. I had left one before, but I was still. VenturianTale hit me harder than that one. Like, this is where my childhood breaks. Those people already had theirs, so this is where mine breaks. And mine and a lot of other people's. Because they were slowly descending to obscurity, I will admit. They were still dating, but I think it slowed. It's not that gradual slowness that most YouTubers get around a certain point. Yeah, and honestly, if that was the worst thing that would happen to them, I would be okay. I've heard someone else say that as well in a video. It was like, if the worst thing that happened to VenturianTale was just a slow drift into obscurity, then that would be okay. Because at least we would still have fond memories and we could still go back on it. This was honestly one of the worst things we could ask for. And I regret wondering what happened. Like, why? Like, never open Pandora's box, folks. Whenever you open that box, you don't get good things. It turns out horrible. Whenever you open Pandora's box. That's what I accounted to, basically. The box was opened. We don't know who opened it. Somebody thinks Sierra opened it when she left. Some think Bethany opened it when she made the video. To me, Jordan opened it when he made his because I was more akin to his stuff than hers at that point. I don't know. Someone opened the box, and when the box was opened, it all broke loose. Which is a good thing. In the end, this is a good thing. It needed to be said. I applaud her for saying it. This is in no way an attack on her, or Jordan, or anyone. This is just me stating my thoughts as a third-party individual who grew up watching their stuff and just feels hurt. Probably for no reason. Like, I have no reason to feel hurt, to be fair. This isn't my family. It isn't my place. I just grew up watching their stuff. It'd be like being upset because SpongeBob did something that like betrayed your trust, something like SpongeBob did drugs. I don't know anymore. My brain. I don't know. It'd be something like that. I don't know. It just betrays your trust because you thought these people were perfect in a way. Like, not perfect, they had their flaws, but they were looked up to. And people admired them. Kids admired them. They wanted to be like them. It's kind of like Superman, in a way. And for it to turn out like the way it did, it was the fall of a kingdom, basically. It was basically a kingdom that was slowly starving. It was doing okay. Don't get me wrong. It was just slowly fading. And then it fell. It's still kicking. Don't get me wrong. It's still going for now. But depending on the next moves that are played, next cards in play, the kingdom might fall. Right here and now. We might be looking at the end. Because, okay, I'm gonna be honest, the internet is not a nice place for Christian people. It's possible, don't get me wrong, and I have Christian friends on the internet, but when you go around spatting that stuff like that, it's not gonna end well, because, like, at least 70% of the internet is either understandable of that or part of all of that LGBTQ stuff. Thank you, brain. They're always either part of that or agree with that in some way. Like, I think it's a good thing. We should all understand each other and be yourself. And most people agree with that, or they're a part of that. And that's only one fraction of it. So when you're called out on being homophobic and all that, like, not even saying it, just it's been implied. Because I don't think we should call them that right now, because it hasn't been. It's only been implied, probably by accident at this point, because it was never directly said. All we have to go on is one video, and that video, while it's a good video, I would like more information. So I don't want to go around calling them that yet, because we don't know the full extent on where those two lie. The family, probably. Not the mom. The mom seems to understand. The siblings, I don't know. Like, that has yet to be decided. That's where I want more information. I will say this, though. It's not going to end well. It depends on what plays next. Because, depending on what he says, he's going to upset a lot of people. Because I guarantee you, a lot of the audience is like me and either agrees with it or is a part of it. Because that's just a lot of people on the internet. Like 70% or more. I don't see how you could be that big or always that well known without at least semi knowing it's there, I guess. Like, you can't just say, oh, I hate so-and-so and still be that big, because one, you get canceled. That's something terrifying when you have a bunch of people canceling you. And second, people just don't like people who are just hard set and don't think, because you can have your opinions, but the individuals on the internet usually say, okay, you have an opinion, but can you just let other people have theirs? And if you say no, that's where it breaks loose. Because a lot of people allow you to have an opinion, but you need to respect others. That's the main issue. The issue was, no, we, like, the issue wasn't they are religious or something. It was that they wouldn't respect others' beliefs, allegedly. It was a bad idea to make this at 3 a.m. Why not wait? It was a bad idea. I will say this as well before I end it eventually. Besides that, this is terrible. I will say that looking back, I will bet that is evidence linking what's been happening to some of the older videos. Like, I want to say the videos where it shows them kind of their lives, like say like some of the vlogs or the male videos, especially. I want to say you might actually have some hints to this as well, especially with some stuff going on with Bethany. It's not certain because I haven't looked, but I'm willing to bet you might see some hints leading up to it. This has been going on all her life, so it's bound to show up in at least one video that somehow hinted to this. If not, then they were very careful. I'm surprised they even led the YouTube with the way they were. It turning out very surprising. Because I've met uber crazy people. I lived with them. It's not fun, and usually they're very anti-internet and especially anti-YouTube. So I'm surprised they went on YouTube to begin with, honestly. Very surprising. I don't know. I will say one more thing, because I'm going to end it very soon, because this is going on way too long for me rambling, and this won't go nowhere. I just want to say my thoughts, and I want to try and go to sleep. But I will say that besides my awful Broforce hard mode gameplay, I do like this sort of just honest talk video. I might try this more, maybe when it's not 3 a.m. and maybe more kind of scripted and understood what I want to do. I'm going to have to, because I had to, it's going to be a while before I do share factory stuff again, because I had to reset my share factory a while back, and I lost everything. I thought it'd be saved. It wasn't. I lost pretty much everything, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to see after this video is uploaded if I can go into my backup storage and see if it's still there. If not, I've lost everything. So that's going to be hard to get back. And I record on Share Factory. But yeah, basically what happened, I'm gonna boil it down, is the channel is broken in half, essentially. The VenturianTale's been ripped in half. And honestly, if things aren't said soon, people are going to get the wrong idea. I've already seen the hate. I've seen it all explode instantly, which is understandable. It's the internet. And I saw something really good, which was talking about how we shouldn't give them hate yet, because we don't know all the facts. We have Bethany's side. We don't have Jordan's side yet, or Isaac's. We don't even really have Sierra's. We just have a little bit that was said from Bethany. I don't think their mom's made a video because she does eat her own, and she's saying anything about it either. We don't know anything. Really. We know Bethany's side. We know this stuff was done. But we don't know context from anyone else. We have the guilty act. We just need to figure out the guilty mind. Minzray and Criminal Justice, come on. Minzray and Aceray? That's not it. I don't know. There's the guilty mind and the guilty act. There's two things you need to incriminate someone. We have the Guilty Act. Stuff was done and people were alienated. That's the Guilty Act. We don't have a guilty mind now. We don't know what was going on behind the scenes on their side. And to do that, they'll need to, and to learn that, they'll have to either, like I said, Jordan will probably test the waters with social media and then make a video if he's smart. If not, he might jump right back into doing YouTube and see how that goes. And if that doesn't work, he'll probably leave again and come back. Just like I said, he's put too much work into this to just leave instantly. Right? He's put way too much work of his life into this. So it's his dream, and this is what he wanted to do. And he's spent 8 years on this. Like, he has spent 8 years to accomplish this dream, and he's accomplished it pretty close. It's just life and circumstances kind of messed him up, and his own mouth and the way he acted also messed him up. I don't blame him for what he did. I will be more upset, and I might start blaming him if he seems to regret it. I'm mainly focused on Jordan right now. He does seem to regret it, and I'll be less upset and betrayed and more willing to give him a second chance. I'm sure a lot of people else will. If he comes back and says that he regrets everything and tries his best to reunite. Like, that is the best goal. That's what everyone seems to want, at least that we know. And if he can come back and actively say, okay, I can respect your beliefs, and everything turns out fine, I will be willing to give him a second chance. I will. I might not go back and try and catch up on where I left off, because I will always have that sneaking suspicion that there will always be the, oh, while this was going on, there was all this drama. But I will be willing to give the new stuff a try if there's need for a second chance. And I'm sure a lot of people else will, because, like, we grew up on this. We want to see them come back. We want to see them become family again. And a lot of people are supporting Bethany and Sierra, especially. I have seen almost no support for Jordan and Isaac during this. It's honestly insane. I have seen no support for them. They were the head. Like, Jordan was the head of the channel, basically. And I've seen no support from him. Besides, like, a few people going, don't hate him yet. They weren't defending him. They weren't supporting him. They were saying, don't hate him yet. We still need more info. They were just being reasonable. I have yet to see a person actively defend him. I'm not defending him. Right now I'm so mad and betrayed. I feel betrayed. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Basically, before people send hate, we need to wait for more info. No one's gonna see this, so it doesn't matter. We need to wait for more info on what's going on with all of this. And we need to kind of, I guess, give them the benefit of the doubt a little bit. We can't forgive them straight off. They need to make it up a bit and actively make a difference. But we need to try and give them the benefit of the doubt if we want to see change. Because, at least as far as I've seen, at least Bethany still wants to be family and still wants to reconnect. And I respect that. I respect that personally. I wouldn't do that, at least not straight off, because I've became a lot more evil over the quarantine. I went through a whole character arc. I became more evil. That's something that can happen. I became evil. More evil. There we go. More evil. I became more evil. And I would probably give them a bit before I try to reconnect. But she seems to want to reconnect. She seems to at least want to try and get back with her family, or at least her siblings. Because the siblings seem the one she cares about the most. And I respect that. The siblings, at least. I respect siblings. I have siblings. I love my siblings. And I respect trying to be close to them, because I would love to be closer to my siblings. Um, I say a lot. Okay. I'm trying to say but it's all that comes in my head. So, best case scenario, they, after a bit of hiatus, they come back, make an apology, and then after that, they work for it, and they become closer. That's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario, he basically says, yeah, this happened, so what? Which won't happen. That's not gonna happen because he's worked too hard to throw it all away. He's going. If worst case scenario is going to happen, is he basically says that sorry and all that, and he regrets it, but he doesn't try and make an effort to reconnect. That's worst case scenario. He won't make the effort, and he'll just go back to being either by himself, or with his wife, or with Isaac, or all three, or whatever. I don't know where she plays in this. I just thought about it. I guess she supports him. I don't know where she falls into this, to be honest. She probably knew, I guess. I don't know. I don't know much about her. I just know that, he'll honestly, at first, he'll probably do won't make the effort, but he might try and make an effort slowly, which is an okay thing. But yeah. 3 a.m. thoughts. New video idea. Just really annoying, or just really annoying, very slow, methodical rants on stuff that make no sense, and no one will watch. Well, this is just a way for me to clear my brain and to talk through some crap because I don't know what to do. Like I said, this is like 4 a.m. now. I can't sleep. I'm just like, so I decided to go on YouTube, and then I ended up, before on YouTube I was on like Instagram and Snapchat and stuff, where I saw VenturianTale stuff, and I was like, oh wow. So then I went for the video VenturianTale made to see if there was something I could find after watching Bethany's. I can't find it, and then I saw older videos like, oh, I'm sad now. And then it sparked me to make this video, just thinking about my childhood basically collapsing while I was at work. Yeah, I worked fast food, fun fact, and yeah, that was a fun day. Not really, at all. My childhood collapsed, and fun fact, I basically spent half my day at work, like either listening to it while I was in my pocket, or, because I often do dishes, actively putting it down somewhere and just listening to it while I did dishes, and just, it was like a almost hour-long video. And yeah, it kind of touched me a bit, not gonna lie. Just kind of being there when my childhood collapsed around me. Because I'm gonna be honest, my childhood sucked. Like, I went through some crap with childhood, and my childhood was already crushed enough, and then this made it worse. Oh god. And I'm looking at the screen with the game, and this fun fact, I'm gonna probably release the game audio later and actually put this in the video. But this fight took a long time, and I was really upset, and I had 2 friends in the background of this video who were actively laughing at me through a lot of it. So thank you, Lizzie and Ashley, for that. But yeah, I just don't know what to make of this situation. I'm going to wait for more info. I might make a video on it, probably not, because I don't talk about that kind of stuff. I want to talk about that kind of stuff. I'm going to start streaming on Twitch more and turn this into an actual channel. And I've been thinking about either making a whole new channel or deleting a bunch of stuff sometimes and just being like, stuff gets deleted. Okay. I kind of just made a new channel and turn this into like a VOD channel, or like, hey, this is where my old stuff is, but I want new stuff. And I might put some of these videos on there, like this video, some of my music videos, stuff like that. Actual videos. I kind of want to make a new channel entirely. And then just use this as like my normal YouTube, because I watch YouTube on this a lot. And then I would just kind of use that for actual YouTube making. Just change this to like general, maybe turn it back to general gaming. Because I've had so many names. Or I might turn it back to I might change it like general curios something or I don't know. I kind of want to keep this name what it is though because this name is unique. So I might change it to this because this name is very unique, and there's no one else where he has this name, thankfully. So it makes it easier for people to find me, I guess, or I don't know. This has changed topics very quickly. But yeah, who knows what the futures holds. I wish Bethany and Sierra the best. I hope Jordan's okay. I don't wish death on him like some people are these days. I hope he's okay. I do worry about. I hope he's okay. Like I said, best odds they become friends again and a family. Probably not though. I do hope that because even if they don't make videos together, I do want them to just be family. Because family's important, even if like mine sucks and a lot of people sucks. Family is important to a lot of people, and I do want siblings to be friends again. Because when you're friends for that long with like no one else to talk to, there's usually a bond there, and it's kind of heartbreaking to see that crushed. But anyway, that's the facts, at least that I have, the rambling that I gave off. Basically, don't send off hate straight away until we get more facts. I will Bethany's video, don't watch hers, it's more detailed and actually good. And if you don't know who VenturianTale is, honestly, I'm not doing this myself because it's just basically a boycott, but go watch some of their older stuff, especially the stuff with all four of them, because it's actually good. And I kind of dressed it off when I was like 2 or 3, like 2, and then like when it became just him, I was like, eh. Their siblings made it okay, like all four of them together made it fun when they bounced off each other, and that's the horrible part about this. Just you can tell they care about each other. And that's what is heartbreaking. Because Bethany didn't see this coming. I doubt Sierra probably saw it coming at first. No one saw this coming, probably. At least that we know of. No one saw any of this. Unless you can see the future. Because they didn't project. I didn't even know they were religious to begin with, to be honest. I don't think anyone did. Like, that threw me for a loop. No one suspected this at all. I'm mostly just going because I want to see if it gets to the point where it becomes a harder boss fight immediately. Because that was funny. I think this is it. Yeah. I really do want to play this game more. It's fun. But yeah, be nice. Wait for more info. You'll watch Bethany's video. I'm the general. I will see you guys later. And bye.